Okay, so what really inspired you to begin doing martial arts?
Well, when I was growing up, I was very shy, and I tried to come out of my shell kind of by myself, and I couldn't seem to do it. I read books, I read The Power of Positive Thinking, I read How to Build Self-Esteem, all that stuff. It didn't help. But when I found out that martial arts builds confidence, and then I signed up for a class, as soon as I put my white belt on, I've never stopped training, and that was 40 years ago. I haven't stopped training since, but it's because as soon as I put my white belt on, I felt stronger. It did something for me, and as time went on, I came out of my shell, I had more confidence, more self-esteem, and I ended up owning my own school. So that's what martial arts is.
So, what would you say are the physical benefits of karate or any other martial art in general?
The physical benefits that I would say, what I've seen the transformation in most people. If you're overweight, you'll lose weight because of the exercise, calisthenics, push-ups, sit-ups. So you're going to build muscle. You're going to lose weight. And if you go to enough classes, you'll get into shape, but what it'll do, it'll motivate you to do other things. Instead of sitting around at home or something, you'll probably start jogging, start walking. So it motivates you to do more physical activity. Go!
And you mentioned confidence earlier and how that was built for you as you started your training, but what else would you say that martial arts would do for your mind, help you in the mental aspect?
Well, it works your mind because to me, learning martial arts, like learning in form, just a series of blocks and strikes against imaginary attackers, is like reading a book. You're reading a book, your mind is active because you're thinking and you're reading, you're using your imagination. It's the same as when you're doing your forms. You're thinking about your moves. You're using your imagination. When you get really good at it, when you're punching to the air, but you can actually see, what you're punching. It might be someone who gave you a hard time in your life. Well, instead of being physical with them outside the dojo, you beat them up in the dojo in your mind. Well, so you're always working your mind. It's good.
I get a good feeling, yeah.
So lastly, and a lot of people wonder this, but what is your actual best weapon in a fight?
Your best weapon in a fight, well, it's going to be different for each individual. Some people are really good at kicking, and their kicks are going to be their best weapon. If they really have a lot of hand speed, then their hands are going to be their best weapon. So it's going to vary depending on the person.
Okay, thank you for your time, sir.
You're welcome. Well, listen, in other words, you got to keep training. Even if you train for 15 years and then you stop for 2 years, you're not considered a black belt.
Some people live out selfish desire.